Good morning, afternoon, or evening. You may delete as appropriate. My name is Chad Landman. Welcome back to Landman EDC, and thank you so much for clicking on the video today. I really appreciate it. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the Oclip Ultra and the Knife Duron. All new. Let's talk about it. All right, so brand new from Olight today. We've got the folding pocket knife, the Duron. I actually really like that name. A lot of these knife names I'm not a real big fan of. We're going to take a look at the Oclip Ultra, which is probably what you are more familiar with. This is a very small little light, and I actually really enjoy the Oclips. I have several here, and I'll share the size comparisons here with you. But same kind of iteration. This is what Olight does. They have a product and they iterate on it. They make improvements on it. A lot like your iPhone that you get. Hopefully, you probably don't get an iPhone every year. I don't get an iPhone every year. But at the same time, the iPhone is kind of the same every year. The big improvements are maybe interior in the camera and the processor. And so you've got a lot of very subtle changes to the iPhone every single year. Well, that's what Olight has done, and they do continue to do with a lot of their products. Including the Oclip series. And I've really enjoyed the Oclip series. This one is the Oclip Ultra, and there's a few differences here that make it different. It's a little bit more boxy. I don't know if I like that or not. It's got a little bit more sharper edges. The button is redesigned just a little bit. You've got UV lights, you've got a spread light, and then a spotlight. So I'll go ahead and show you those. So you've got a nice wide light here, which is really cool. It kind of a big beam. It washes all over everything. This is really good for outdoor stuff to get a wide view of stuff. But then if I switch it, it goes to you can see that hot spot right in the center. If you wanted to spotlight something, you still got the kind of the aura around it, but you've got that hot spot. So you can switch back and forth between each of those. It's really cool. And then of course, for hunters, I think this is a really, really good value because you've got a UV light right here. And so it's not picking up anything that's ultraviolet right here, but this would be good for picking up blood, body fluids, kind of things like that, especially if you're a hunter, tracker, rancher, anything like that. Very cool. So really cool UV light just built in and at the flip of a switch right there. I love it. And so you've got just simple on off. I love the click style of the button. Everything feels premium on this. This little tiny light, everything feels premium, but you've got a magnet in the clip. And the reason why they call it the clip is because of that right there. You could clip this bad boy on a hat. You could clip this on a backpack. I like to put it right here on like a backpack strap, especially when I'm out in the outdoors. And it's just very, very nice. One of the cool advantages is not one of the big improvements that they made on this one, but they made on a previous model that they kept, was this nice door. It just snaps into place, as you can see. This nice little door for the USB-C charging, and it is USB-C direct charging. And so that means there's no extra cable for you to carry. There's no kind of the magnet thing. I love Olight and the magnet stuff, and I love their baton series, but you've always got to have that little magnet charger to be able to charge that light or have spare batteries. This one does not have a changeable battery, and that is one of the disadvantages because there's no way to get into it. But you've got this battery door where you can recharge that lithium-ion battery inside, and it's just really neat. Now, what's really cool about this is I did not notice this until I looked at it, but this is a pretty seamless design. The only screws that you can see are right inside of the clip there. Otherwise, no screws on this bad boy whatsoever. They have Oclip Ultra and inscribed into this. They have made of OAL. And so what are we gonna talk about OAL, and what is OAL? Well, I couldn't find what OAL stands for. It's a aluminum composite, but I wonder if OAL means something. The knife, by the way, and the colorways on these, they say that they're olive green. They look very much like a desert brown to me. I don't know about you. They probably look a little bit more green on your screen, but in person, they look very kind of goldish, kind of deserty brown. and I kind of dig it. But again, here's the other one that says made of OAL. What is OAL? Well, I've got a couple of little things. It's very lightweight. Both of these are incredibly lightweight. This is 3-inch Duron knife, and I'll go ahead and flip it open for you there. It's made of OALs, and so is the new Oclip Ultra here. And compared to titanium handled folding knives of the same size, its handle is 37% lighter overall, and the weight is 20% lighter. And so if lightness is one of the things that you want in a knife, want in a flashlight, these are going to be very lightweight and add almost nothing to your loadout. They call it OAL Super Aluminum, and it's supposed to be a lot stronger than regular aluminum. It's also supposed to be very scratch resistant. And so to test this, I put this in a bag full of knives, and I'm not joking about that. I put it in one of my Tough Possum bags full of knives, and I carried that around with me all day walking around at a festival. I had these two in the bag here, and I carried them around, and you can see they look pretty flawless. Now, I didn't do any drop testing on this. I didn't do any kind of things like that, but this is actually really pretty resilient, kind of this super aluminum is what they call it. So again, it's a proprietary thing for Olight and for Oknife. And it, you know, I don't know if anybody's done, I saw Metal Complex did a little bit of actual testing, a little bit of scratch testing on it, and I'll link that video below. But at the same time, it's just a resilient alloy of aluminum, and it's very, very nice. What I love about the knife, and as we go into the knife, you'll see that it snaps pretty good. So it's got a little bit of stick to it when you're trying to get it out. But look at those curves inside of where the frame lock is right here. This frame lock is outstanding, and I love how they've contoured this frame lock right here to be very comfortable on your thumb and not dig into your thumb. It's a lot like one of the donut knives that I had back in the day. Back about a year ago. But it goes, the detent is outstanding. It goes in, and it's got just enough stick to where it's not going to come out until you force it out. And that thumb thing, I wish they would have redesigned, maybe got it a little bit of a softer thumb deployment here. But again, this is Nitro-V steel. This is coated right here, and you've got a frame lock on this, and you've got a little bit of an indentation right here for a finger right there as you hold this knife as well. Feels very comfortable, and I love the styling. I love the symmetry of it. I love how easy it is to detent. It does have a reversible pocket clip, so you can wear this on either side. I would have liked to have seen something maybe a little bit more premium. I would have loved to have seen maybe an OAL, black OAL print, you know, like a belt clip right there. That would have been pocket clip. That would have been really cool. But overall, I'm fairly impressed with this knife. I've been carrying it for about a week now, and it's been really good. And again, you've got a Nitro-V blade on this. It's a 3-inch blade. I believe the exact specifications are it's actually a 3.5-inch blade. And for some of you, that's going to be a little bit too long for you to carry. I'll go ahead and compare it to some other knives here. So to just compare this to a couple of familiar knives that I've, and again, not to say that this is too long for you, it's probably too long to be legal carry in some places because it's over 3 inches. Just wanted to mention that. But you'll see here, this is the Thunderbird from Vosteed. This is a fairly long knife. Here's the Vosteed Corgi, just two knives I happen to have here with me. And you'll see the size comparison here. The Thunderbird is just slightly longer, and just to compare it there with these knives as well. They give you a really cool coin to go with this. It's got a snake on one side with the knife there. And I believe that the coin is also made of OAL, but I'm not really sure about that. You can use my coupon code LEDC for 10% off. As you know, the impact of the tariffs is like impacting everybody, especially Chinese manufacturers. And so Olight and Oknife sent me that coupon code especially for you if you would like to purchase any of these things. I really do like the Oclip, and I've loved all of my Oclips. I use them all the time. They're so nice, they're so compact and affordable. But this knife is becoming a really good EDC addition for me. And I love the fact that they made matching ones so you can buy like a matching set if you want to. That's just, I know that doesn't really matter as far as functionality goes, but as far as style, it's kind of cool. Many thanks to Oknife and Olight for sending out the Oclip Ultra as well as the Duron. Really appreciate them and my ongoing relationship with them. They did not see this video before it was uploaded, and they did not pay me, and they just sent me the product for review. And so this was an honest review. Really appreciate you tuning in today. Thank you so very much. And as well, make sure you use the coupon code down below if you are going to get either one of these EDC items. And I thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Don't forget, we have a live stream every Friday at 2 p.m. Central, and we talk EDC. I'll be talking about actually some of these today. Today we're recording this. This is April 11th. And so make sure that you tune in to that if you would like to, or catch it later. We also have a short Bible study with that as well. And if you have any questions, religious questions that you would like to have answered, or that you would like to discuss or just talk about in a civil, hopefully peaceful way, let me know. I would love to talk about those things and talk about struggles. If you have prayer requests, my prayer list is long, but I would love to be able to pray for you and some of the things that maybe you're dealing with. Prayer is powerful. And so again, thank you so very much. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in the next video.